Before we begin, don't forget to pray for your brothers and sisters still enduring hardships. Peace be upon you. In northern Denton County, Texas, lies a small town called Copper Canyon. Connecting it to the city of Denton is a modest 32-meter wooden bridge. At first glance, it seems like just another aging structure, but this humble bridge is surrounded by chilling stories and legends, terrifying screams, footsteps without a source, people being attacked by unseen entities, and strange phenomena that earned it a spot on the list of America's top 5 most haunted places. It has since become a favorite destination for thrill seekers and paranormal enthusiasts. Welcome to the tale of the Goatman's Bridge. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe and enable notifications so you never miss a new story every week. Now, let's begin. In 1846, Denton County was newly established, and officials were searching for a location to house its government institutions. They initially chose a small town called Pinckneyville, but after only 2 years, they were forced to relocate due to water shortages. The Texas legislature decided the new seat would be in a higher, more elevated area just 1 kilometer away from the old site. This new settlement was named Alton. However, despite its proximity to the previous town, Alton faced the same water scarcity issues, leading many to abandon it. By the time a new bridge was constructed in 1884, later known as Alton Bridge, it connected Denton to Copper Canyon, serving as a vital route for livestock traders and travelers. But over time, the bridge fell into disuse as newer, wider bridges replaced it. Abandoned by humans, the area around Alton Bridge became a hot spot for eerie encounters. People reported strange noises coming from the forest, unnatural movements in the river below, and giant shadows appearing and disappearing among the trees. Witnesses claimed to see a towering creature waiting at the end of the bridge, a humanoid figure covered in thick black hair, with the head of a goat and massive horns. Its deafening roar sent chills down their spines, and yet, whenever someone approached, it vanished without a trace. These terrifying accounts gave rise to the legend of the Goatman. Folklore describes the Goatman, or Faun, as a monstrous hybrid of man and goat, standing 2.5 meters tall, covered in fur, and emitting a foul stench wherever it went. Often walking on all fours or its hind legs, the faun is said to inhabit isolated areas and abandoned roads. Many believe this creature haunts Alton Bridge, but there is another story tied to this bridge, one far darker and deeply rooted in human cruelty. The legend speaks of an African-American goat herder named Oscar, who lived with his family in a small house near the northern end of the bridge. Oscar became a successful trader, earning fame as the best in the region. Proud of his achievements, he hung a sign on the bridge reading, "This road leads to the Goatman," referring both to himself and, metaphorically, to greatness, goat, greatest of all time. Unfortunately, this pride drew the ire of the Ku Klux Klan, KKK, a notorious racist group infamous for targeting anyone not of pure American descent. Enraged by Oscar's audacity, members of the KKK stormed his home one fateful night in August 1983, kidnapping him in front of his wife and children. They dragged him to the bridge, hanging a noose from the railing and throwing him off. But when they looked down, moments later, the rope was empty. Oscar had vanished. Despite searching frantically, they found no body in the river below. Consumed by rage, the KKK burned Oscar's house with his family inside, yet Oscar never reappeared. According to the legend, Oscar's spirit now haunts the bridge, taking the form of a man with a goat's head. He seeks vengeance against those responsible for his death and the destruction of his family. While some claim he doesn't harm innocents, others report sightings of a malevolent entity attacking trespassers. This second presence is believed to be Steve, the leader of the KKK gang that killed Oscar. Known for his violent temper and occult practices, Steve met a grim fate after forcing a woman into marriage. When she poisoned herself during the wedding ceremony, Steve went mad, biting her so viciously that her cause of death was listed as mauling rather than poisoning. Later, while mourning at the bridge, Steve encountered Oscar's vengeful spirit, which ended his life. Since then, Steve's tormented soul has been trapped on the bridge, lashing out at anyone who dares cross. Another haunting tale involves Jack Kendall, another African-American goat herder from the late 19th century. After clashing with local cattle ranchers, he was ambushed, hanged, and decapitated near the bridge. Practicing voodoo magic, Jack supposedly survived even without his head and wandered the woods seeking revenge. Eventually, he replaced his missing head with that of a goat, forever roaming the area as a grotesque hybrid. Then there is the ghost of a mother who drowned along with her daughter in the river beneath the bridge. Witnesses claim to see her wandering midday in a long dress, calling out for her lost child. Her cries echo through the forest until she vanishes into thin air. While none of these events appear in official records, the bridge's sinister reputation grew over generations. Today, it attracts Satanists and occult practitioners performing dark rituals. Animal bones, strange symbols, and remnants of sacrifices have been found scattered around the site. Locals report hearing screams, seeing glowing eyes in the trees, and feeling an unseen presence following them across the bridge. In 2018, paranormal investigators visited the bridge armed with equipment, capturing footage that garnered over 20 million views online. Their findings only deepened the mystery, inspiring authors like Becky Vickery to write extensively about the bridge's dark history. Despite decades of research, the true secret of Goatman's Bridge remains unsolved. Is it haunted by spirits, or are these tales merely figments of collective imagination fueled by folklore? And with that, we've reached the end of today's story. What do you think? Is Goatman's Bridge truly haunted, or are these legends born of fear and superstition? Share your thoughts below and suggest stories you'd like us to explore next. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with fellow thrill seekers. Until next time, stay curious. But maybe avoid crossing any old bridges at night. Peace.